take notes.
Big Beach.
We're here.
My man, Alan Houston.
It's different this time. Hey guys, Trey here, no Terry, he's on vacation. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to tell you where he is, but he's on vacation, so I'm going to try to wing this on my own tonight. We got a win. Yes, we finally got the win. Blew out the Cavaliers, who blew us out about a week ago. And, you know, that game where they blew us out, I think was one of the first games that we ever left a little early from the game. So that was really disappointing. And I had a really good feeling at the beginning of this game, before the game even started, that we would win the game. And, you know, we played really well. I want to say I enjoyed watching the team play. Even if we didn't get the win at the end, which we did, so I know that's irrelevant, I was enjoying how they were playing. I enjoyed seeing the cohesiveness between them. I enjoyed seeing Julius Randle, of course, finally step into the role where he's supposed to be. And now I want to see this consistently. But he was in the paint. He let the game come to him, which is what we've been waiting for him to do. And we saw that little step back jumper, which I like and which we know he can do. He's strong. He's physical. He doesn't need to be running up and down the court at any speed. He needs to be there and not playing the point guard position, and I saw that from him tonight. Obviously, he also had his best game for the season. I think the Knicks' best game for the season, actually, was also tonight, looking at that score. So this was all good, and listen, if it took us this long to kind of figure out who the starting lineup is, because I do think at this point that Fizz is going to go with this consistent lineup, and then the consistent bench. At least that's what it seems like at this moment. And, you know, I think having Taj in the starting lineup is a good move because he gives that veteranship, leadership, if you will. He's in the right place at the right time, knows exactly how the play is supposed to go. And I think also helps to direct the rest of the team, you know, beginning of the game, sort of coming out. Couple good things we were able to do as a team tonight. Turnovers, you know, hardly any. I think our first turnover was in the second quarter, like 4 minutes into the second quarter was our first turnover. The Cavaliers, I want to say, had about 10. I wrote it down somewhere. I don't know. I think they had like 10 turnovers. So the fact that we were able to do that throughout the game was really good for us. I think that one of the things that we were not doing is getting those deep rebounds. We were allowing the Cavaliers to come back and get a second chance to score, which, you know, we can't do that. We got to get the rebound, whether it's under the basket or a little further out, and we got to be aware and see how that ball is going in. Back to Randle really quick, because I know this was finally his breakout game, and this is what we want to see. This is what we want to see from him, but it has to be consistent. And I think that's for the entire team. It has to be a consistent effort all the time and a consistent play all the time. Even though it's nice to see when someone has a heat check, and obviously that will happen now and again, where you will have different players having that heat check moment and then being the star of that game. That's all good and well, and it's exciting to see that. But more so than that, I want to see the team play consistently in the same way, so we sort of know where our consistent points are coming from. You know, Dotson, I always like seeing him come out and play and give us a nice little 10, 11 points, and he seems to be able to always score in the clutch moments, at that moment where we really need that point, and it helps to take us, you know, to the next level. We scored 75% from the free throw line, so this was another good change for the Knicks, seeing our free throw percentage jump so much. I don't know what the actual numbers were, but I know that finally I saw us getting some of those free throws, which are free. So I think we got that. And again, I want to see that consistently in the next game. I don't want to see it just tonight, and then tomorrow night we're playing against, not tomorrow night, but our next game, you know, when we play against a tougher team, then it's like, oh, we can't score at the free throw line anymore. As a team, collectively, 10 blocks. 4 of those, which were Money Mitch. Great, that we can stop them from scoring because that's good for us, obviously. Frank played smart basketball, as we always know that he does. We had some nice points from Portis. I mean, not great, but 7 points, 1 assist, 7 rebounds, so that's helpful. And Knox, I think Knox is still getting into his groove. He hasn't quite got there yet, but when he does, I do think that he is going to be that player to give us some nice 3-point plays. I think that he can consistently give us 3-pointers per game. I think he's going to get to that point where he's going to be able to do that. His shot is nice. It's not always hitting, but I have confidence that he's going to get there. Marcus Morris giving us valuable points again, 23 points, 1 assist, 6 rebounds, and again, a good veteran player that we need on the team. However, don't be surprised if you see him in a trade somewhere in February, because he is a commodity that another team could definitely use who's making a playoff run. So we kind of, even though, yes, he's here and he's bringing that dog mentality out, you know what? If he helps us to bring the dog mentality out with the other players, with those young guys especially, it's all good. If he was able to come here and give us some of that energy, turn these guys into dogs, so see, yes, you can be turned into a dog, then I think that his time here with us was valuable. No, I'm not getting rid of him just yet, but I'm just saying, don't be surprised if that happens. Anyway, a nice win for us. Let's see what we do in the next couple of days. Our next game is Wednesday. I don't even know who we play off the top of my head, and I'm not going to make it up. So, that's my little wrap up for tonight.
It's Terry and Trey, and you know the vibes. If you like the show,
please subscribe. And to check out some of our other stuff, click right here.